for president, I'm for president, I'm for president. You like Ike, I like Ike. Everybody likes Ike for president. Hang out the banner, beat the drum. We'll take Ike to Washington. We don't want...
It was my first time voting. I followed the 1952 election pretty closely. My favorite candidate was Dwight Eisenhower. He seemed to be an all-around good man. He had military background, and he seemed to be a true family man. He even said if he got elected for president, he would go to Korea and end the war. That's what really made up my mind. The war has been really tough on my friends and family. Any hope to end the war was enough to win my vote. The day I found out Dwight Eisenhower got elected to be the 34th President of the United States, I almost blew my top. Just 6 months into his presidency, he signed an agreement with Korea and brought our soldiers home. I couldn't be more proud of him. He was doing great things in the very beginning of his term. When I first heard President Eisenhower was making nuclear weapons, I remember being really afraid, but I had to have trust in that he was doing it for the safety of our nation. Shortly after that, I started hearing a lot about a Supreme Court case. You might have heard of it, Brown v. Board of Education. This ended up changing schools and making them desegregate. A few years after this case was settled, President Eisenhower had to step in at an all-white school in Arkansas that would not allow 9 black students into their school. I remember reading an article in the newspaper that he sent federal troops to make this school allow those 9 black students into their school. I think this was very heroic of the president. Looking back, I could not be more proud of the very first president I voted for. I liked him so much, I even voted to re-elect him for the following election.
You like Ike,